Russia reaped $1 billion of wheat in occupied Ukraine, NASA says.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine has lost at least $1 billion of wheat that was harvested in areas controlled by Russia, according to research using satellite imagery from NASA's Food Security and Agriculture Program. The analysis gives an idea of what's happening in occupied territories, where information is tightly controlled. It uses a machine learning model detecting texture and color changes based on a time series of satellite images to map where crops have been harvested or left unharvested.
This post received a score of 3,400, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Crash the economy, demolish your infantry, and become the laughing stock of the world. Good thing they got some wheat out of it. Big brain stuff.
They're also losing the naval battle to a country with no navy.
The cost of losing the Moskva alone negates all of the stolen wheat. It cost $750 million to build that, never mind all of the other costs they sunk into the project.
It cost $750 million to build a $75 million ship.
Kleptocracy means that everyone takes a bite, at every step of the process.
We do not sow. Russia.
Unbowed, unbent, unbroken. Ukraine.
Winter is coming. Finland.
Hear me roar, North Korea, except with a kitten instead of a lion.
Wow, it's like history is repeating all over again. Holodomor Tuha. Fuck you, Russia.
It's at least number 3 after the Great Grain Robbery of 1973.
Jesus, I'm sorry, Ukraine, but this makes your fierce fighting spirit for freedom into focus, and as someone whose dad was at the Berlin Wall in the 60s and saw what East Germany was doing to people, I understand for other countries as well.
Raped? Please call it as it is. Stole.
They also murdered the most prominent Ukrainian grain tycoon and his wife with a missile strike.
Ukrainian grain tycoon accidental casualty of missile targeting him.
Grain brain slain via vain villain.
Add it to the bill.
Will this be added to the reparations bill once they are kicked out of Ukraine?
It should, though at this stage $1 billion is at the level of a rounding error, unfortunately.
Reaped? Or stole?
Pillaged. I just don't see the end game to this war. Who is going to rebuild Ukraine? I doubt anyone will be able to convince Russia to pay reparations.
The reparations would have to be extracted from trade with Russia, i.e. Russia would have to pay extra for the stuff they need, like electronics or machine tools. C.
Greater than the Oil for Food Program, OIP, established by the United Nations in 1995, was established to allow Iraq to sell oil on the world market in exchange for food, medicine, and other humanitarian needs for ordinary Iraqi citizens without allowing Iraq to boost its military capabilities. The program was introduced by United States President Bill Clinton's administration in 1995, as a response to arguments that ordinary Iraqi citizens were inordinately affected by the international economic sanctions aimed at the demilitarization of Saddam Hussein's Iraq, imposed in the wake of the First Gulf War.
Timothy Snyder was talking about this on his Yale YouTube lecture series. Ukraine has been a breadbasket since the ancient Greeks. Amazing soil, apparently.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.